The following program was paid for by Southern American Media. Fox 30 welcomes you to Meridian's favorite TV personalities and three-time CMA nominees for Broadcast Personality of the Year. Welcome to Mornings with Scotty Ray and Debbie.
And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, and Odie arrives to the scene.
Here we are. It's Tuesday.
Yes, it is.
Tomorrow's hump day.
Whew.
Friday's coming.
It is. We got rain and forecast. We're going to tell you about all of that. And of course, we have to say a fantastic job to Holly Brand, who represented us last night.
Yeah, and her career's not over.
No.
It's going to continue to flourish. Her name is out there even more with the music industry, and I just want to say congratulations.
Now, what we've learned since, and have you paid attention to what's broke all the news overnight about all that?
No, I haven't.
Well, as we know, Blake Shelton is leaving the show. Guess who's replacing Blake Shelton?
Reba
McEntire is on there.
Yeah.
And then immediately after that, we find out that, well, Kelly, she ain't coming back either. They have not announced who will take her place just yet.
Well, now that was news. I didn't expect to see Kelly leaving.
Well, I hadn't kept up with the show. The two times I've watched it, Todd was there, and also Holly. It kind of takes somebody from Meridian for me to get into all that. But big show. She's taken off before for a year or so and then come back.
Well, it's not like she needs the money.
Oh, no. That girl.
She's got her own show. She still sings awesome. Beautiful voice. So she ain't hurting.
No, she's not. And she's got her own talk show. The girl, she's got her hand in a lot of things.
She really does.
I did watch something the other day, Odie, and I thought about you. It was kind of like watching a car rust in Newton County on a Saturday night when you have nothing better to do. It was a cooking show with somebody named Rachel. And I sat there and
Rachel
I thought,
Ray.
Is that who that is?
Gotta be.
Boy.
Good-looking brunette.
Well, I don't know. The show was so boring, I couldn't even focus on what she looked like.
Well, now, normally, she's all kind of...
It was, you put this in the bowl and you do... And it just didn't have the personality.
Oh.
You know, old Justin that used to cook, who was...
Oh, yeah.
He was drunk, but he was funny.
Full of Cajun.
Put a little bit more wine in.
That's it.
I don't know. Cooking shows, I guess, have to just really be over the top. And maybe, what's her name that went to jail that hangs out with Snoop Dogg these days?
Oh, the one that was just on the swimsuit issue.
Yeah, that was my point. She's 81 years old.
Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart. Is her cooking show with Snoop Dogg any better?
Well, I want to say they cook with cannabis.
Yeah, I can see him doing that.
So.
I can see him doing that. But can you believe that? The cover of Sports Illustrated will be Martha Stewart at 81 years old in her swimsuit. And somewhere I've got that picture. We're going to share that in just a little bit.
81, I give it to you.
Yeah.
Get on there.
Yeah, she's on there for sure.
Vita, good morning. I saw you yesterday.
Let's just go ahead and take a look at that beautiful bean footage of what we've got here. Here's the picture of Martha Stewart that will be on Sports Illustrated. I
mean, for 81, she's still nice looking.
Boy, I didn't expect that.
No, that kind of threw me for a loop.
I didn't expect the show with Snoop Dogg either, but
I didn't expect her and Snoop Dogg to hook up.
The things we learn in life.
Yeah.
So that's going. And also I mentioned this. If you watched at 6:30 this morning, we're finding out that the Durham probe into the Russia collusion, as the report comes out, they say it should have never been launched.
Oh, my God. Trump was right all along. They should have had a V8. Come on. Like, I know.
You should have given him a six-pack when it came to the Wuhan lab also. It's been one thing after another. And as I pointed out this morning on that early show, don't believe everything you read, because sometimes they want to take the truth and make you believe something else.
You can...
When it comes to politics.
You can form stuff, right. And you can form stuff ways where it's not just a full lie.
Yeah.
But it dang sure ain't the truth.
Yeah, they that one didn't even exist. They hired somebody to make it up. It's just
21
bad.
people with the FBI.
51 with that
51
list.
With the laptop.
Yeah.
Every one of them should be sitting in jail.
Yes.
Martha Stewart went to jail because a friend of hers said, hey, you might want to sell that stock.
Yeah.
But yet we've got somebody out there that's controlled 51 people, and they, in my eyes, made it to where we're at with Knucklehead in the White House today.
Yeah.
Changing the way our country is run, changing the way our thoughts are with this political stuff, and they get to walk free. I got a problem with that, because that right there, in my eyes, fits right up there with treason.
I think there's a lot of people who agree with that, Odie. It just, where are we headed now?
To HE double hockey sticks
That place.
Very fast if we don't stop what we're doing. And I'm not saying that I'm a 100% Trump. I like the way he thinks. Now,
Not the
leave
way he
out
acts.
Twitter, not the way he acts and all that, but his business sense.
He does know that.
Get me somebody else in there that's got the business sense and woohoo.
But
to say what he's going to say.
You think about this. Think about what we didn't know through the years, what was going on behind the scenes of maybe innocent people that were destroyed because, well, they made the wrong person mad. Imagine.
Yeah.
I bet that's happened.
You talking about the Killeries?
That could have happened there. It could have happened there.
You know.
Anitra said she has a puppy dog named Ellie also. This is Ellie, who likes to run things around here, don't you, little girl?
She does.
She whines until you pick her up.
And Sophie just gets under the feet and just says, I'll chill out right here while y'all work.
Good morning. We hope you've got a smile on. We got a lot to talk about. Don't forget, there's a water leak downtown Meridian, or at least there was near Tony's Southern Sportsman.
Yeah.
Hopefully the city is working on that and getting that all cleared up. Watch your water in that area. When we get more details on that, we'll pass along that information this morning. We'll be right back in a few moments there to get this day underway, to tell you about a few things that's going on in and around the community that, well, you need to know. Mm-hmm.
It's campaign season. Do yourself a favor and elect Reed Tree Service. Got a tree that scares you each time that it sways in the wind? Elect Reed Tree Service to remove that threat. Have storm winds knocked a tree down in your yard and you want it gone? Elect Reed Tree Service. Professional, experienced, insured. Call Mike 601-416-1233 and elect Reed Tree Service for all of your needs. Tell him Scotty Ray sent you.
Health Now is your locally owned medical equipment store. Every person's need is a little different, and they offer a little bit of everything from hospital beds, wheelchairs, reclining back wheelchairs, breathing treatments, CPAPs and supplies. They even have walkers, bath products, and oxygen. And the great thing about Health Now is they offer same-day service. They're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and on call 24/7. Health Now Medical Equipment, where we treat our patients like family.
Your local farmer knows a good deal when he sees one. The L-Series Kubota tractor is the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA and offered at Parish Kubota with 0% financing available. Come see why we're more than a tractor store at Parish Tractor.
Hi, I'm Nick Lisi. I am owner of Pinch and Tails Crawfish Shack here in Meridian, Mississippi. We are located right across the street from the Subway Sandwich Shop, right next to the Little Griddle. If you're a seafood lover, we have the absolute best seafood in town. We carry crawfish, shrimp, lobster tails, raw oysters, snow crab, corn potato sausage, all the fixins. And for all of your special orders and catering needs, please call 601-934-0598. We're located in downtown Meridian.
Ooh, better get you some of those while they're there.
You know, I ain't eating them things, but the corn and the taters is pretty doggone good.
Ooh, a lot of folks love it and love it and love it and love it.
Yeah, they do.
As we start today, let's talk about some gunfire that happened in the neighborhood yesterday afternoon. Whoop, a car got hit, Odie.
Not just one.
There we go. It was a bunch
you
there.
Sure, somebody got shot at.
There we go.
around here.
22nd Street and 23rd Avenue, as we pull this up, as we will report this afternoon. A car did get hit. And again, this is where you would go to Poplar Springs Drive there to the left, and this is right over here to the right. We've had several instances take place in this same location. It's repeat.
Same area.
Yeah.
Just same area, same.
Hey, why don't we have an
fence.
MPD cruiser sit there, stake out that area?
Do we have enough?
That might be the problem there. That could be the issue going on there.
What about a camera?
Camera would even be better, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it stays there 24/7.
Yeah, catches everything.
And remember it so good, it'll play you a picture back.
It sure will. Tag numbers and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
There you go. A little advice we're passing along to those who might be in charge.
Just a thought.
Yep. We also had shots reported last night in the 39th Avenue area. Now, no reports of anything getting hit, but it still happened. And again, let's click on this to make this just a wee bit bigger where you can see that better there. Right in this area here is where this is. So keep in mind, it's a daily occurrence without a doubt.
Another camera?
That might work there also.
But we're at 2. Somebody asked, what about the ones we bought? Well, I think they've got some of them up. Did they ever get the rest of them working?
I haven't gotten an update. Oh, there hadn't been a press conference. We wouldn't know that, would we?
So, yes, we do have cameras throughout. Some
areas
may or may not be working. But they're kind of giving everybody a flag of the red areas of where they might need to
put
a camera.
Now, as you bring this up, this also brings in mind to a story that I read just recently. Natchez, Mississippi, not all that far from here. They had a shooting there earlier this week, and 2 people were killed. The mayor is insisting that they put more cameras throughout the town to curb crime. And also he's pushing of make sure that you make these bonds either whether they can't get out or so high that they can't get out of jail on this. He's saying judges are too soft and we're having repeat offenders over and over in the city of Natchez. And that probably fits in a lot of towns.
It goes back to the ACLU and all that. Here's my deal with it. Tell the ACLU to come up here and bond these people out if they want them out so bad, and sign on this dotted line where your butt's responsible, because if they do something else, I'm going to go after him and I'm going to come after you. But this agreement that we've got and this we'll straighten up and do things different with the ACLU kind of crap that they've done. Get it? What happened? When do we bow down as a country? When do we bow down as a community to turn around and say, well, we'll let the ACLU tell us what to do? Oh, malarkey. That's a problem, and that's where we're at now because of all that crap. Oh, I get fed up with that.
I can see it. It gets Odie's dandruff
in my dandruff going, my fur going the wrong way.
Boy, it is. At the end of the day, what we're saying is protect our communities. We're not the only one. Let's go just a little bit west. Anybody watching from Newton? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Rump row. We had one person grazed in a drive-by shooting yesterday on Pine Street. Ooh, happens a lot in Newton. It happens in each one of our little towns. Is all of this being run as a business? It absolutely is, and y'all know that as well as I do.
Oh, yeah.
So that's where we are there. We change our tune for just a moment, and I ask for prayers as we pull up this next story of what happened in our community yesterday, as we had an accident that started out with injuries as it was reported from an ATV accident. We would soon learn later in the evening that it was much more than that. And I believe an 11-year-old little boy lost his life yesterday afternoon from a four-wheeler accident. We pass along condolences and heartfelt prayers to each family member and friends of this and everybody that's associated with it.
You know, this is a hard time for everybody, the family, to the community.
It is.
This kid was a very active part of the community. So everyone is grieving today, and we just ask God to come in and put his loving hands and protection over all of us very devastating for everybody in Lauderdale County.
I can't again pass along enough. No matter who you are, this touches you.
Yeah.
So we send words of prayer to you this morning as we have this. We move to our next headline here. This happened on Saturday, Philadelphia. I know we got Neshoba County folks that watch us there. We're even on cable up there, I hear. Woo! We have a stolen trailer that was taken from Philadelphia. And it's gray. This is what it looks like. It's a $1,000 reward for that. You can call Crime Stoppers or call them personally at 781-7945. They'd really like to have that back. It's a Featherlight enclosed trailer. Got a little damage on the left side. Kind of sticks out in the crowd.
Well, and if you look at that, there's a box, looks like possibly either a battery box or a toolbox or something on the very front.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, so that sticks out just a little bit. So you see a trailer that looks like, and you don't see many with that color scheme.
No.
Give them a call. Let's get this person their trailer back and get you $1,000 in your pocket.
That's right.
Hey,
we don't like people who take things that's not theirs. The rest of you get up every day and go to work for a living, and well, it's yours, not for somebody to take. I'm sure Eric Clark is all over this. Call Eric if you see something. Let him know. Any of those deputies.
I still love it.
There's nothing wrong with having a disagreement with somebody, is it?
No.
But
sometimes it does good.
Yeah. Then sometimes it gets a little out of hand, and next thing you know, somebody's on the phone with the popo. Yesterday would be no exception of the popo being called, as 2 females were escorted off to jail, and it was somewhere around 5 folks amongst them fighting. And that's kind of the way it looked there. They called for backup there and said, come on down. They all up in there fighting.
That looks like a ruckus right there, don't it?
This would all happen in the 500 block of 31st Street yesterday afternoon. Maybe you witnessed it.
If you did, show us the video, because we know if you was around with your cell phone,
you got it.
You'd rather film than call 911 for some help.
It just never ceases to amaze me of the things that go on behind the scenes.
They up there like this talking about, hey, call 911, and you're sitting over there going, no, you call 911.
That happens, and y'all know that every day across America. Even happens here, but
oh man,
nothing like a good little pushing argument there to brighten up the afternoon. We did have fender benders all throughout the area yesterday afternoon. We would have one in the 9,000 block of Highway 19. This would be in Collinsville. Well, let's just go ahead and call it where it really was, right out there next to the Dollar General. Right in that area there. We had a little fender bender there with a truck and with a boat behind it there. They got kind of scuffed up.
At least the boat stayed on the trailer.
Yes, it did. We ain't had any more land yachts floating down Highway 45 South.
Oh, man.
And we're talking about yesterday's accident. If you missed the show yesterday, one was, well, it'd come off the trailer.
Y'all missed the show. Y'all better not miss the show. We're on every day at the same time.
That's right. Mary referred to that as a cat fight. And I think you're right. Yeah. It's been a long time since I've heard it worded that way. What was it Loretta said? You ain't woman enough to take my man.
Yeah.
And then a fight broke out.
Say, I'll whoop you over that.
She was always protecting old Mooney no matter what he done. And he done a lot.
He earned his keep.
Yes, he did. Yet we have another wreck in the same exact spot. I think we just really need to go down and put a camera here for the state. Meridian, for whatever reason, as you look across the great state, Meridian absolutely has, and I'm hearing that they are coming, but no cameras on the interstate through our city. Now, you have them in Vicksburg, you have them in North Mississippi, but none here. As this would be a great place to put one right there. I-59 in the curve, another crash there yesterday that MHP had to respond to. It was in the southbound lane this time, but almost in the identical place.
We talking, so I've got a conference to go to, and we get together with my counterparts, and we sit and talk. And we've gotten on the subject about a hazmat team, and oh no, we don't have a hazmat team. Well, we don't either. We don't have a need for one. Y'all got one? I said, well, yeah, we got a pretty big hazmat team. We respond to wrecks all the time. Well, we don't hardly have wrecks on our interstate, and you hear that across the places. Now, Rankin County's got some and some other places, but a lot of places, they don't have wrecks like we do here in Lauderdale County, and our majority is on the interstates. And why? I'm not a road builder.
Right.
I didn't stay at a Holiday Inn last night, but I did play
Let
with
me buy you a room tonight there, Odie.
Yeah, because look, we've got to do some infrastructure around here. But we stay on the side of the interstate with wrecks.
And it's almost always in the same or about locations.
Yeah,
always
from the
there.
160 to the 169.
Something's going to happen
Something's going to happen from the curb and then back at the 122. There's something always happening there.
And we can't leave out Enterprise. Y'all just love having those.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Let's put a smile on Let's Face This Day.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Hello, my name's Kenneth Graham, and I'm running for coroner of Lauderdale County. For over 50 years, Lauderdale County's been represented by professional and competent coroners. I would like to continue that tradition. Over the next several months, I want to educate the public on what the coroner does and dispel any myths about the coroner job. I can show you that I will be the most professional coroner there is. So please vote for me August the 8th.
Paid for by the Committee for the Election of Kenneth Graham. Welcome back.
Here we are.
Now, if you're going to be traveling west of Meridian and you often go toward I-20, you get to Jackson, you make it to Vicksburg. Especially if you drive a rig, y'all pay attention to this. They are working there and they have wide restrictions through Sunday, May the 21st of crossing that bridge there. So if it's a wide load, it won't be able to go across Mississippi Bridge. So keep it in mind. That's a big deterrent. Now, I know that a lot of folks have to get permits to travel and move, skidders and this, that, and the other. If you've got to go that way, keep it in mind as we look across the great state of what's going on this morning. How's that suit you there? Hey, you know, we mentioned Jerome Lee, his boy being in the Mississippi Highway Patrol. I thought we'd share this. He was in Jackson yesterday representing Troop H out of Meridian there. A big salute there for doing a fantastic job.
Amen. And I've worked a lot with Cameron and just a good person to work with, like his dad.
Yeah, salute. Jerome, you done good there.
Sure did.
Appreciate it.
And our MHP is top notch.
Oh, it absolutely
we
is.
We are lucky to have the MHP we do.
It's a great troop here in our area there. Something that has gone on, and I dealt with this when I worked outside of the broadcasting realm of what goes on behind the scenes with families. In the state of Mississippi, in order to receive, say that you're a single parent, divorce happened, whatnot, and you're having trouble getting along and you need help with food assistance for your child. The only way that you can get food assistance is to have sued the father or the spouse of a child to be able to get benefits. They're taking that out of the equation in the state of Mississippi to where a lawsuit does not have to be filed. Mississippi was one of only 13 states that had that law. So Reeves is revoking that, and children will be able to get assistance if they need baby formula and things of that nature. If child support is paid, then the state will deduct that money from that to go towards the cost of that food. So there's a backup plan in there. So a good move for children in the state of Mississippi.
It is. Still want to know who the daddy is.
Absolutely.
I mean, somebody was there, and they know. Here's my other thing on that. If I got to pee in a cup to get a job, your butt can pee in a cup to get a check. And you can say, well, that's for the kids. Okay. Well, not smoking dope is for your kids.
Well, yeah. But they don't. I've seen this nationwide to where there's fights over that, to where the programs, they don't want to have drug testing put into a course. No, yeah, you're right as to that reason as to why. Drugs.
But that's not right. And if you can't take care of your kid without smoking dope, then somebody else can take care of your kid for you.
And that's what's been happening. Others having to foot the bill for those who don't want to step up to the plate and do what they want. That's headlines across the state of Mississippi right now. That's a toughie one there.
It is. It is.
Louisville, Mississippi, and this is always a very touchy subject when police chase someone. It was a chase, and they did catch someone after a wreck. One person lost their life in Louisville on May the 6th during a chase on that.
Wow.
An investigation has been launched with that. The cop car was hundreds of yards behind when it happened. The person that was being chased around a stop sign caused a wreck. We pass condolences to the family on that. Louisville is just our backyard.
It's just right up the road.
Yes,
sir. In
sirree.
35 minutes, and they're part of a neighborhood.
Now, I'm going to have to look into this. Maybe Lauderdale County and Neshoba and Newton County need to start this of the most wanted list. But Jones County, which is south of us, Laurel area, it's if you read headlines for the state of Mississippi, they're always in there. Somebody's done something.
Yeah.
But they have a most wanted list right on down to it. And number 400 was apprehended in the state of Alabama because it was on the list.
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
And along with it, and I know some states don't extradite. They do that here in the state. They bring you on back there for whatever crime that you may or may not have committed in another. They bring you on back for that. That's pretty neat there, the most wanted.
I like it.
Yeah.
I wonder how many we would have. It wouldn't be no
Odie.
400. So look at there. There's just a start.
Got to have a starting point.
Yeah. Could you imagine, the government had playing cards for the
Tell me.
Taliban and all that?
Yeah.
Well, there ain't enough playing cards. We'd have to come up with something else.
A deck of 51 wouldn't cover it, would it?
No.
But that's in the works. But Lauderdale County is getting a new website through the Sheriff's Department to where, and I've talked to Ward several times about that, to where you'll be able to go and look at the inmates and all of that before long. It's not set up just yet. Kemper County's is set up that way to where you can go in and take a look at who's been brought in pretty quickly within usually 15 minutes of being booked and processed. They're up on the website where you can see that.
That's great. And maybe we're going to mirror that and have them to where it's easily accessible.
Right.
Pretty quick. And because, everybody, every one of us out there want to know.
Absolutely. Janice asked about Debbie. Debbie will be in next week as you head off for a visit to, is it Cozumel? Where are you going?
Honduras, Belize, and Cozumel.
Did you lose something in Honduras and I didn't know it?
Yeah, I like Honduras.
The odds of me ever ending up in Honduras, slim. Slim.
Honduras is a pretty good old place. But this is going to be, I had a lot of work that was dumped on my plate, so I'll be doing some work anyway.
Now, if you go on these cruises, do you get off at these ports or just stay on the boat? What do you do?
Oh, no, we get off. We're going diving in Cozumel and Honduras, and then we're going to zip line and do some cave tubing in Belize, and we get off and go around.
News next week. Odie's been kidnapped. Price set at $50.
Are they going to get that much? As I tell you, I ain't getting in no card.
And you just stay
Not
away
in
from
one piece anyway.
And I really don't know. Do you? And I guess you have to go ahead and get one of those passports, don't you, to do this?
Well, it's a good idea to, but because it's a closed loop Caribbean, you don't have to.
Okay, I didn't know all that.
Yeah. Charlene says she ain't paying it. Oh, yeah, you will, too.
Your sister.
I'll tell them your address.
Say, go to her house and get her money.
Yeah.
Help get Odie out. We'll be right back. We got a lot to talk about what went on in the community. Plus, we'll look at what happened on this date in history that's up and coming this morning. Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. If you're an outdoorsman, Garrett's Outfitters is a place to head to in Meridian. They have a complete line of gloves to keep your hands warm in these cold mornings, toboggans to block that wind, and America's favorite Carhartt, from the rugged overalls to slacks and shirts. Work boots and mud boots as well. Browse around the gun accessories and a complete line of just about any gun. Protect your investment, your guns, with one of the many Browning gun safes they have to choose from. For the outdoorsman in your family, it's Garrett's, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk.
Have you been in an auto accident? Call Will Parker. Get the help you deserve. Call Will Parker. Don't settle for less and know your rights. Call Will Parker. Call or go online at parkerfirm.net. Call your Meridian lawyer, Will Parker.
Welcome back. Already 7:32 and 7:31 in the morning with Scotty Ray and Odie as we begin this day throughout East Mississippi and West Alabama as you're waking up. Let's talk about those changes in life. We've talked about this several times out at MCC to where you can get an education and do something different.
And you know, we've all got a shop or something in the back. If we want nothing less than to have this knowledge for ourselves, or if we want to go get a career in electrical work.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if it's running wires or doing anything that deals with this. You can get a job. It's a great paying job. You can do it for your hobby.
Yep.
You can get that education right here at MCC at home. And they've even started on top of that, your pole classes where you can become linemen for the power company.
Yes.
But electrician, guess what? Every single one of us out there have got power. We're going to have power. And we're going to need an electrician to do that work. Do it right where you don't catch your house on fire. And you get that education. MCC right here in Meridian.
Visit them, 484-8775 is the number. You know, it was funny that you and I talked about wiring yesterday. We were in my shop and I looked up and I thought, I can't do this. But my wife, believe this or not, my wife is the electrician of the family. All it took was once for me to get zinged. And I said, nope. Ain't doing that no more.
It's just 120. It just gives you a little tingle.
Yeah. Angie's brave. She'll rip into anything. Not me.
I helped my stepson this weekend.
How'd that work out?
It went great. We got his shed wired, and he was happy, so that's all that we needed. He was good to go.
Always remember this. Make note of this no matter where you are. Man, woman, child. A man's got to know his limitations in life. I know mine. I am not an electrician.
No electrician and no hot air balloon.
Yep, that's two things in life I know so far.
And no Honduras.
Yeah, I'm working on that also. You know, there's people that come along in life. Jimmy Stewart was one of those. When you heard him from a distance, you knew it was Jimmy Stewart.
Oh, yeah.
There was another great actor, and I think they roomed together, as a matter of fact, as they were becoming actors and struggling and making it in L.A. to be a star. This next guy, you would remember him from all of those westerns that he was good at. Anybody
He definitely was.
Henry Fonda. Y'all remember him? And a little boo-boo there on the spelling of Henry, but we'll fix that later.
Y'all know what that is.
An extra key got touched.
That's right. That's a Henry.
Yeah, Henry. Henry Ford, he was also famous.
Oh, yeah.
But he was such a great actor there. He just had that drawl.
Yeah, he on Golden Pond.
Yep, he had it there.
Oh, man.
Do you remember the Cheyenne Social Club with him and Jimmy Stewart?
Yeah.
I love that Western.
Yeah.
Yep. Oop, fixed Odie there. We had a brief moment of silence from Odie. He's fixed now. Rump row. He's back.
I'm back and going again.
1919, one of the strangest fellas that I ever saw in the music industry was born. He would be, let me think of the word, Odie.
Eccentric.
Flamboyant.
Yeah.
Maybe your word fits it better.
He
Liberace.
He came to Birmingham. This has been a while.
Did y'all go to
back.
dinner or anything?
And no, but my mama did. She was a loan officer at one of the banks in Birmingham. And he came through there and did a promotion for the bank.
Uh-huh.
So Mama ended up having to take him out for dinner that night. It's part of the deal, look, take him to dinner and make sure he's got to his hotel that he's took care of. Because that's back in the day where you didn't have 1,000 people that took care of you. And
right.
You go into a town, had no idea. Mama said, I think I'm the only woman that ever went out with Liberace.
Don't do that
You
when
won't
I
wait till you
when I
get
got
another sip.
when I got a mouthful. Don't do that, Odie. I mean, everybody wears suits like that, don't they?
Oh, yeah, I got 3 of them in the closet.
Isn't that like a bullfighter outfit? Let's look at that again. Isn't that what they wear? And they have a little red cape that the bull chases.
I wonder if he goes to Mexico and does the run of the bulls.
Liberace. Well, he's no longer with us, you know.
No, but they've been running the bulls for a while.
Yeah, he may have done that.
You ever done that?
No, absolutely, I'm not going to do that. And I've never wanted to get on the back of one of them monsters that's angry inside a chute.
No.
Every bull rider I know has got something broke on them.
Or
Oh, that's okay when you're 25. Yeah. Wait till you're 40 and you have to get up in the mornings.
Yeah.
I watched that with Scott Glenn. My heroes have always been cowboys. He was hurting there in the end. Rodeo champion. Anybody remember watching RFD, the remake of Mayberry? Howard Sprague. Wasn't that his name? Jack Dodson was his real name. Howard.
It was Howard. I didn't know his last name, though.
I think it was Howard Sprague. He was born back in 1931 on this date. Big famous fella there from that show.
Yeah.
Now, one of the guys that would end up being 007, he's been in a lot of things, but I don't remember him for the James Bond side because he was just good in other movies. Pierce Brosnan was born on this day. He just had that look of a Old Spice commercial or something.
Yeah. Yeah, he's had a bunch of movies that he was good in, and he wasn't my favorite Bond.
Right. That wasn't him to me.
No, but I like him better than the one that they've got now.
Yeah, they don't need to look like a James Bond. They've lost their way.
When you start off with Sean Connery, and then you go to
Roger Moore. Roger Moore really, maybe it was because I was a kid. He just seems to fit the look of what it is, and Sean Connery as well.
Yeah, you just messed up when you had them two because you can't match it.
Yeah, this could have been the greatest love story of all time. Now, she's been in a lot of other things like Officer and a Gentleman, but we would probably remember it as rednecks that we are. We just can't help being rednecks. Deborah Winger, she was born on this date, and this is that famous scene that you'll know her from.
Yeah, she
was learning to ride bulls
she was a
while he was at work.
Yeah, there you go.
Scott Glenn was also in that movie as the bad guy, if you will remember that. Done a good part there. He was the guy in the end there. Texas Sissy, as that sign went in the back window of that pickup truck. 1966, she would later grow up to have one of the biggest wardrobe malfunctions in world history.
Yeah.
Janet Jackson was born on this date.
And nobody had a problem with it.
Well, just everybody that was watching Super Bowl that night. Unexpected rump row.
90% of them hit pause and rewind.
They did. It was the most Googled thing that happened that year. Now that you bring that up, and
nobody have a problem with it.
And it was planned. Hate to break the news to everybody on that. 1969, this old boy would be born. He would later grow up to own a bow tie. He would shed that after he began making millions, and he would recently be fired. Tucker Carlson was born on this date.
Fixing to start his own, and
that's coming. Y'all know it.
I think he's gonna make another couple millions.
Yeah, I think so. Did you know Bobby Ann Mason back in high school?
I think so.
You didn't? Well, Rick Trevino did, and he wrote a song about it, and it went number one. Rick Trevino was born on this date. He had a lot of great songs, if you remember back. Also had one called Rock City. Talking about going on vacation. We done lost Conway Twitty.
Rock City.
Let's go see Rock City. Man, that was a great song. Love that.
I know Rick's up this morning. I know you've been to Rock City, hadn't you, Rick?
Used to be the greatest campaign ever launched in America on top of roofs. See Rock City. Y'all all know that.
Yeah. I mean,
that day is gone, I guess.
Well, then you still everybody had a birdhouse that had Rock City.
That's true.
You know, red birdhouse, black top, white Rock City on it.
Yeah, have you ever seen someone who's famous and you can't figure it out what it is? I'm not saying I don't like her, but there's just something peculiar about her look. And I've never been able to to find the words to describe that look that I'm going for. It's a birthday today, and I've always, even when she was on 90210, I'd look at her and go, I don't know what it is.
You watched 90210?
Oh, Angie did, and I didn't have a choice.
Oh, yeah, I know how them go.
Yeah, I was forced. Probably some of the biggest fights of our early wedding years there was.
It was over 90210.
I just couldn't handle it. It didn't fit me.
Oh, you ever watched
I would sit
Below
there and go,
Deck?
I don't do nothing these people do. I remember sitting when she had that on going, I can't identify.
Yeah. You ever watch Below Deck?
Yeah, and I don't identify with that either.
I watch it because it's fun. I've got to watch it because she watches it.
Oh, Angie
But
watches it all the time, but it does nothing for me at all.
I sit there and go, these folks are crazy.
That's, it's not my life. But, Tori, her daddy was a multimillionaire, and I don't think she got a thing when he passed away.
What the Twilight Zone?
1980, it would come out, and it would be released today. Tennessee River, anybody remember that?
Oh, yeah.
It scared a lot of folks in country music because they moved around on stage, and nobody had done that before then. Stop that, Randy. Quit moving around. You're making it look bad for the rest of us.
Like
Roy
tennis
Clark
out here.
couldn't do that.
No, he had to just stay right there.
Do his eye movements. 1981, this would go number one also.
Oh, yeah.
She's got Betty Davis eyes. Kim Carnes was all over the charts on the rock and roll side. Now, 1984 would come along. I remember my English teacher in high school saying, if she could have written a song, this would have been the song that she'd have loved to have written, When Doves Cry.
Well, and it was a good song, and I listened to Prince. And
Can you do that opening line of the, how did it start out?
oh, no.
That noise.
That shriek.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, something like that.
But Prince, like him or not, he was a force to be dealt with, and he did have some 1999 great songs that came out of that.
Yeah.
He just wore tight pants and purple a lot. 1984, this guy was funny. If you'll go back and remember the TV show Taxi, you'll remember who Andy Kaufman was. He passed away on this date in 84.
Look at them there sideburns.
He had them. He was in his early 30s, if I remember correctly. Wow. A great day for television happened on this date. It would be taken off the air, and thank heavens, it's never made it back to reruns.
There's Charlene.
It was awful.
Had to watch this. So I was stuck watching this song, too.
Cagney and Lacey finally got the plug pulled on it where the rest of us could go back to watching reruns of Barnaby Jones.
Yeah. Good TV.
I just didn't like that show. 1981, the cover of TV Guide would be none other than, well, you know them there, The
Heart to
Hearts.
Heart. And I watched it.
I did too. She was just a beautiful woman.
Yes, she was.
And you could, Max, the
butler or whatever,
yeah,
the driver.
He was good, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Thumbs up on that TV show.
And didn't he have a little dog?
He sure did. Matt, Freeway. That was his name.
Freeway, yeah.
Because they found him in the road. How did I remember that?
Golly. We got so much stuff up there, we just don't know what file cabinets it's in, and
Now,
it takes a while to get it.
Now, there's a lot of women that don't scare me. This woman scared me as a kid, and I'm sure it scared most of y'all. And you're thinking, what could I be talking about? Let's go back to 1985 when this lady named Margaret Hamilton passed away, and I bet she scared you also. She was the Wicked Witch from The Wizard of Oz.
You little monkeys? Yeah.
Yeah, that was her.
Yeah. She had
was
that voice.
Yeah, she was spooky. Oh,
Oh,
it was all
boy.
a dream. It was all a dream, Odie.
Everybody was just, y'all wasn't watching the right show.
When you make a mistake in television, you can go, oh, that's just a dream, because the ratings went to... Bobby Ewing came back from the dead today, back in 86.
Well, guess what, Fox? You can't come back from the dead, and I don't think you can bring old boy back.
Nope, I don't think so.
I think he's going to have his own place, but...
That's right. 1990, this guy was funny. You would see him on Archie Bunker and many shows. The great Sammy Davis Jr. passed away on this date. This guy was good.
He was hilarious. Everything he did, I mean, just Cannonball Run.
Yeah.
He was just funny.
05, we would say goodbye to this show. We laughed with him for years, and it was all about family. It's what made it so funny as the end of Everybody Loves Raymond came to an end. And yes, there's a misspelled word there too.
It'll be all right.
We don't know what that word is, but, well, we're just going to call it loves.
Yeah. just turn the sea sideways and.
This is a pretty big deal to be a country star and get invited to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Old boy that rode a horse that was in jail just a few years before that would be invited to the White House to perform.
I don't know if I'd want to go visit now.
You may not. They wouldn't know you were there. 2014, this lady, the pioneer of what she did, would retire. She has since passed away as Barbara Walter walked away from the spotlights. Barbara Wawa, as we used to know on Saturday Night Live. And that kind of concludes that. Roy said that Andy did a great Elvis. I think he did.
Well, yeah.
Beverly, who is she referring to, did the Maxwell House commercials later in life?
Yeah, who did that?
I'm trying to remember. It was good to the last cup. WKRP in Cincinnati. We're getting there, D says. A lot of comments on that. June Jam returns this year, and you're right. Alabama. Can y'all believe that? After all these years returning. And they did so many fantastic things for charity from that show back in the day.
Yeah, you saw a lot of that.
And you're right. Sammy did kiss Archie Bunker on the cheek. I remember that TV show.
You know, that was back when you didn't cross the lines, but you had fun with everyday.
It was funny.
Stuff.
It
was all funny.
7:45. Can y'all believe that? We'll be right back.
Patrick Allen Companies services and repairs all brands of overhead doors, residential and commercial. Our service technicians are factory trained and have over 125 years of combined experiences. At Patrick Allen Companies, we are not interested in being the biggest, just the best. We are just 4 miles south of Meridian on Highway 145. Patrick Allen Companies, safety, service, and satisfaction.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
J&J Tire and Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes. And they even do work on motorcycles. With the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian.
Hello, my name's Kenneth Graham, and I'm running for coroner of Lauderdale County. For over 50 years, Lauderdale County's been represented by professional and competent coroners. I would like to continue that tradition. Over the next several months, I want to educate the public on what the coroner does and dispel any myths about the coroner job. I can show you that I will be the most professional coroner there is. So please vote for me August the 8th.
Paid for by the Committee for the Election of Kenneth Graham. Whoop, you'll see this sign a lot throughout town. And what is it? Well, a great way to get gas, anything that you're looking for. They got great specials going on now with those great Gatorade products, 2 for $5.29 if you're out thirsty, cutting grass. Whatever the case is, maybe no air conditioner in your car and you're thinking, whoo, can't take it no more. Great Pepsi products like a Mountain Dew there, 2 for $4 there in that 20 ounce. And the list just goes on and on of what you'll find there, from a great breakfast to a great lunch being prepared right now at the Maple stores. You'll find them there. Cold drinks and a whole lot more. Drop in and visit them, locations all across town, Odie, to take care of you when you need it.
And very nice people. They welcome you when you come in. Clean place. Go by, visit them, local company.
Yep.
Hey,
support
nice to
them.
have them here.
Did you tell me there's an update on the water leak?
Yeah, so right now the city's still working on this water leak. Right now the only building they have cut water off, the only building that's not with water is the Lauderdale County Courthouse Annex. So there's no bathrooms or anything. So be careful. If you go in there, you may not be able to get a whole lot done this morning. But just be cautious in that area while the city's working.
In other words, well, he's really trying to tell you you can't go to the bathroom in the courthouse.
Don't go to the bathroom in the courthouse because they ain't got no water.
Yeah. Bring your own water with you.
Yeah, there you go. Something I want to bring up that's coming up.
What's that?
And that is May the 22nd.
That is not
It
long.
is coming up real quick here in about another week or so or something like that. So the Run for the Wall is coming through Meridian, and everybody has, over the years, participated in this. There's going to be almost 400 motorcycles come through Meridian on their way to Washington. They are going to lay the night over at the Ag Center. And these folks look forward to Meridian. They have spread the word. They have said that Meridian is the best stop by far of any place that they go through on their travels.
Now, don't we normally line the bridges when they come in with flags and
honk at them and visit them, and we line people up down 19 South as they go into the Ag Center. These people get food, they get welcomed, they get their clothes washed, they'll have some internet to do some work with what they need it. They are took care of 100%. They love it. They know that they're loved here. So the 22nd, between 3:30 and 4:30 is when we look at almost 400 motorcycles come through this
That's going to be a
area.
rumble, isn't it?
It's going to be a rumble. So, hey, if you can, get some flags, line the roads, line the bridges. Let's welcome these people, and let's make this year better than next and continue to push on. Run for the Wall. Let's support these guys.
I don't know if you noticed this, but we got a missing dog in the studio
Well,
somewhere.
I looked over a minute, and she wasn't on your lap, and I'm like, that's strange.
I don't know where that girl went. She got up and left me.
And like,
She got in trouble. She struggled into the house last night somewhere when I got finished somewhere around 9:30. She went home with me, and my wife looked at her and said, "Don't you come sit in my lap after you've been over there all day hanging out with somebody else."
Yeah, why you want me now?
Ellie had that look like, "Don't say that to me,
Yeah,
please."
don't do that. I want to be back over here.
Homeless camps, they're overtaking Beverly Hills now. They've been disbanded. It was right there. Neighborhoods are being destroyed with people in tents that do bad things in front of people. There's no other way to word that. They've been disbanded. Are they coming back? Could be. California is a hotbed for this. Is it happening in our communities? It is.
At least
Pay
they go to the
attention.
woods.
They are in the
Well,
woods here.
They live in the woods. I've seen them on 18th Avenue right there on the sidewalk.
lot.
I tell you, that right there, oof, I can't say what I'd like to do.
There's a lot more of that happening in our area than most realize. Do we have compassion? Absolutely. But also there are some bad factors to this there's some folks that blend in with these crowds. We know where we're going with that.
That's right.
As they say, if you think this was bad, you ain't seen nothing yet. As we look at Chicago, the new mayor that's being elected is woke. And he is signing into law another tax bill that will tax the businesses that will most likely cause more to leave and have crime. It's just getting bad there.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to cost them more money than what they want to spend, so they'll move, and you'll be worse shape.
There's a lot going on in the Chicago area. The Windy City has got problems. We'll watch this and report on it daily and let you know as we find out more and more on this.
When Lloyd Lightfoot was a good mayor compared to what you got.
Nothing adds more value to your home than well-manicured landscaping. Distinctive Borders can transform the look of your residential or commercial landscaping with continuous decorative concrete curbing. Distinctive Borders adds an attractive, durable, and permanent solution that will add value and prestige to the overall appearance of your home's landscape. Choose from a custom range of colors and patterns at an affordable price. Locally owned and operated right here in Meridian, Mississippi. Distinctive Borders, 601-490-3678.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
Are you looking for a trustworthy place to buy your next car or truck? Visit my friends at Massey Supermart Auto Sales. They've been doing business since 1955. There's a reason they've been in business for so long. They have fair prices, superior service, and repeat customers. For your next quality pre-owned vehicle, it's Massey Supermart Auto Sales. Taking care of your car needs at 1023 Highway 39 North.
Profit deal. Fancy Supermart.
And well, they've got some great deals going on right now at the Lauderdale County Farm Supply. If you hadn't dropped in, a great deal on roses this week. See that? Woo, yeah. They got a lot of deals going on the potted plants and flowers as well at the Farm Supply. Drop in and visit all of that and take a look from anything that you need for that garden to inside taking care of those seats. We all like those. No matter what chair you're looking for, they probably got the one that suits you. And deals on some of that stuff that goes in ornaments in the yard, along with birdhouses.
Yeah.
I like that. You can even paint Rock City on the side if you want to.
That's right.
See them today at the Farm Supply. Horse feed, cattle feed, pig feed, goat feed.
Yeah. Dog feed, wife feed.
Anything that you're looking for, they've got it. See them today, the Lauderdale County Farm Supply. As we head toward the top of the hour this morning, we're glad that you dropped in to visit with us. And as we look around at this, let's see here. CVS, California, they're going to be ordered to pay $7.5 million back to settle claims because they sold expired medicine. I don't know how that happens.
I don't either.
And I didn't know it had an expiration on the bottom. They got in trouble over that.
Well, I mean, yeah, okay. That's California.
It is. It's a little different out there. Taylor Swift, did you see this to where she stopped a concert the other night because the security guard was ugly to a fan?
I saw the headlines, but I didn't go in and read anything on it. But I was kind of curious of.
Yeah, he was trying to stop
the show.
She stopped the show and said, "Whoa, leave her alone!" And then she gave her free tickets to the next show that she had, complimentary for being interrupted watching her show. Taylor, she's a force to be dealt with. That's for sure. She's big day. It's been a long time since. What was that song? I sing Tim McGraw, or
Yeah.
It was something about a screen door and Tim McGraw.
I can't wait till this next song comes out.
What's it gonna be?
I don't know, but this dude she's dating now, it's got to be one heck of a song she's putting together.
It's coming. Y'all be
This
ready.
character here. Yeah.
Join us in the morning, Odie. When we're coming back?
Man, I tell you, the show will be back in 23 hours. I've got to take a little time off for work. We love you. Thank you. Glad you're here. Have a wonderful day.
Brother Ben will be joining us tomorrow. Collinsville Baptist Church will be represented big time tomorrow. Join us, won't you? We'll see you then.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: